Finally, we are back with Dan to Dan, Season 2, Episode 1. We resume back at the bathhouse where a guy is crawling towards Momo like a crocodile. Momo has his mental plan to take out the leader, that way she makes them run off like wolves. Instead, she gets grabbed by the guy. She gets overpowered and submerged underwater. She charges up this powerful attack, knocking the guy back. That gives Momo the opportunity to run away. The guys still try to chase her, but they get cut off by the bathhouse collapsing. At this point, it looked like Momo was safe, but the one that she threw forward, it actually ended up crawling down and grabbed her by the ankles. Suddenly, yet again, miraculously, the entrance to the bathhouse falls down, and the guy runs back. Behind it, we get to see that Granny was with Momo. She's not going to backpack. Now, it was really funny at this point seeing the workers come in there and chase off these dudes. After the incident, Momo and Granny are walking, and Granny's kind of giving her fill about what's going on here. Finally, we get back to Ken and Gigi whenever they saw the hole in the wall. Randomly, the house's doorbell rings. Gigi immediately answers, thinking it's Momo. Instead, it's older ladies looking like the guys at the bathhouse. That's when we cut into the new opening. It's okay. The first one was a lot better. Coming back to these ladies, Ken is clearly confused. Gigi's acting like his normal charming self towards them. Through some dialogue, we get to find out that these are the people that rented out the home to Gigi's family. One of these ladies seemed to be the group's leader. She keeps questioning Gigi on if he's being truthful. One of them was about bringing a medium into the house, which this lady brings out a rifle and starts threatening Gigi. As that goes on, immediately a regular police officer, human, comes in and greets them, and this guy just drops all at once. He comes into the room, and back behind him is a bunch of the same guys from the bathhouse that chased Momo. We get to hear that the police officer let them go. Apparently it wasn't enough for one person to be threatening towards Gigi. Now one of the guys turn on him, and they ask, "Who is Ken?" And Gigi lies and says it's his best friend. That's when the guy decides to ask Ken a question. What is Gigi's favorite soccer club? Ken was sweating bullets, but he answers Saint German. The hint was actually the poster used to hide the hole. Once again, the lady asks Gigi a question, this time about who's the girl. Gigi turns out second-guessing himself and is caught as a liar. Momo has finally made her way to a shrine, and she sees a guy doing a handstand in front of it. It ends up being a worker that has a backstory of wanting to be a bootuber. He lets Momo in. Inside is the Great Serpent Lord's shrine, a serpent that was given sacrifices of children. A bit messed up, but Momo gives the guy the idea, hey, you can make this story a part of your BooTube. After that, we get back to Momo walking towards home. Finally, we're right outside the home. Momo goes to the doors, and she sees the wildest thing. A bunch of those guys, those women, Gigi and Ken, both on the ground unconscious. Immediately, we get to see Momo fight. She's actually getting more improved with her power, also being able to use it as a shield. Also taking a lot of blows, though, too. Eventually, she gets grabbed in the middle of battle, but a jack-in-a-box granny scares the guy backwards. Yeah, I really wasn't ready for this, but the lady that was talking back to Gigi, she starts fighting Momo, and she's doing this weird kung fu. Eventually, Mom, the lady fighting Momo, kicks her through that hole-in-the-wall wall. That's where the lady starts questioning Momo's power, and even though Momo took a pretty good beating, she gets back up. This is the part where the villain starts yapping about their backstory. Apparently, this is the Keto family, a family that was feeding the serpent for the last 200 years. It just so happens also that Gigi's house is where the altar is. As the lady keeps yapping, the room kind of tries to swallow Momo down, like quicksand. Momo uses her powers to climb out with her spiritual hands, but the Keto family ends up knocking her back in. But wait! Both Gigi and Ken come in charging with the table and knock down all the women. Ken tries to reach out for Momo. All at once, they all fall down into the hole. While Momo and Ken are down here, they notice that there's a bunch of homes. All at once, the pair hears Gigi yell out. When they go over, he's grabbing a gutter, and it's slowly falling down till he falls. Momo tries to grab him, but no avail. Gigi falls and lands upon a slithery looking creature. You also have the Keto family like in position to be like, here's your offering. They're all like doing this weird dance. We do get to see that Momo brings Gigi back up. Granny calls the snake Karagari while Ken refers to it as a Mongolian death worm. As we see the Keto family dancing, This is where the earthworm immediately eats them all in one swoop. Momo, Ken, and Gigi's reaction to this is to go through a window to get inside the house to hide from it. To end this episode, we get to see Ken and Momo both down, weirdly. All at once, Ken goes into old granny mode? I love the new generation of anime where it's not done all at once. We don't have an episode week to week, so the budget doesn't go down. Here, it connects and it still looks beautiful. Animation's on point. The opening, I mean, it's gonna grow on me, of course. I do think it's really solid. That first one is just so catchy that I cannot get it out of my head really ever. Overall, I have to say very little about this anime. It's just really perfect. And if I had to rate it, I'm gonna say it's a 9.4. I want to know what your guys' thoughts are on Dan to Dan Season 2, Episode 1. Hope you stay safe. Until next time, peace out.